Hi, this is Ron Timmerman with the Florida Aviation Network. I'm broadcasting live and in the clear from Orlando's Executive Airport today. And you see a Cessna 172 taxiing in. I believe it's November 13632. And it has two very special people in it today. A flight instructor named Robert Smith and a student named Michael Llompart. They're taxiing in at the completion of their flight training sortie this morning. And this would have been the flight training sortie where Michael did his first solo. I'm looking forward to interviewing Michael in just a few minutes following the shutdown of the airplane. This would be the conclusion of the flight by Michael Llompart, who has just recently completed his first solo in a Cessna 172 airplane. The door is opening now, and we'll soon talk with Michael Llompart. Well, good morning.
Good morning, Rob.
So, your name is?
I'm Michael Llompart.
Michael Llompart. And was this just an ordinary day in Central Florida?
Well, I thought it was.
You thought it was an ordinary day, and then what?
Until I hopped into this airplane with my flight instructor, and we went out for a flight to Leesburg.
To Leesburg, Florida?
Leesburg, Florida.
Uh-huh.
And did a couple touch and goes, and I was then asked to pull over to the ramp and drop off my instructor.
Drop off your instructor? Did he abandon you?
Well, for a good reason.
Why?
I soloed today.
You soloed today.
Yes.
What an exciting time.
It is such an amazing experience, and I'll never forget it
I'm
for
sure
the rest
not.
of my life.
So today is what, November 16th,
November 16th.
2019, and how old are you, Michael?
I'm 16.
16, and a student at what school?
Timber Creek High School.
Okay, and so how many? Michael tells me it was anything but an ordinary day for him today.
It's a pretty special day.
It was. So you are?
I'm Robert Smith, certified flight instructor teaching out of Orlando Executive.
Very good, thank you. And so tell us about your student. Were you at all nervous about him soloing today?
No, I pretty much make sure all my students are ready to go so I can handle anything that comes up. He's been ready for a little while. This was just the first real opportunity we had.
Very good. So how did he do today in your perspective?
Did very well.
Very good. All right, back to you, Michael. I want to ask, so when you taxied out onto the runway for that first solo takeoff and you pushed the throttle forward, what did you feel?
I felt like this is it. This is happening, and we're about to fly this airplane.
Indeed, and you did. So then you were on downwind, I imagine, and you asked the tower, or the tower gave you permission to land?
The tower did give me permission to land.
And you turned base?
And turned base, took a deep breath, and said we're gonna grease it. And I jinxed myself, and we kind of had a little bounce, but it was okay.
You don't need to tell anybody about the bounce. You can just say it was the perfect landing, right?
It was the perfect first landing.
Very good. Well, Michael, thank you for joining us today on your very special day. Your first solo. I'm very proud of you, of course, as are going to be your parents and everybody you know, including a young lady that I met recently. And so this has been Ron Timmerman reporting for the Florida Aviation Network, live and in the clear from Orlando's Executive Airport, where Michael Llompart has just completed his first solo flight in Cessna November 13632. Until next time.